trial scheduled for parents accused of keeping their child in a cage. It's a story the I-Team first told you about back in March.
An officer testified in court that he found the child circling the cage like a lion caged up at the circus. And now we're getting the first look at the enclosure where that child was kept.
The I-Team's Vanessa Murphy has this story.
Sheila Reyes wept in a Las Vegas courtroom in March. She and her husband, Juan Gonzalez Orozco, face felony child abuse charges. Investigators say they kept their child in a cage, but defense attorney John Turco refers to it more like a homemade crib.
I think it's overblown, and I think once everybody sees what actually occurred, they're going to have a very different opinion of this case.
Well, here it is, with a 4-year-old boy inside it and made of metal with wood on top so he couldn't get out. Investigators say he was kept there for lengthy periods of time with no food, no water, and no toys.
I didn't find it particularly offensive. I thought it was an old wood crib that looked like it's something from the 20s or the 30s.
But Metro Police officers who visited the home thought otherwise and contacted Child Protective Services. According to court documents, Reyes claimed the boy was placed in the enclosure when he was acting bad. A CPS worker noted bedding heavily soaked in urine. The child was vulnerable to multiple safety danger threats, including bizarre cruelty and maltreating, and the mother refused services offered by his school due to his autism.
There's no long-term improvement plan with, keeping a child locked away or not getting the behavioral therapy that they need, because the behavioral therapy is not going to change just because the child is enclosed.
She wants to get in.
Dr. Mario Gaspar de Alba is the medical director of UNLV's Ackerman Autism Center.
Look, pink.
He says sadly, children with special needs are more prone to child abuse or neglect.
They're more difficult, and parents often lack the tools to handle those special problems or those special health care needs of the kids, and that increases frustration.
Go!
He says demand for special needs services in southern Nevada is greater than the supply, and there may be a wait at places like this.
Oh no, try the other one.
But help is available so parents can get tools and advice for their children.
How a parent reacts can either reinforce that behavior, and the child is more likely to do it again, or not reinforce the behavior so that the child is less likely to do it again.
The child was removed from the home and the parents were later arrested. 3 months later, the same CPS worker said the boy was making tremendous strides. Through therapy, his parents had refused. According to court documents, the stepfather told police making the enclosure was a mistake, and he and his wife were sorry. Then in April, the I-Team learned the boy was placed back with his parents. Attorney John Turco said the parents dealt with the matter through family court, while prosecutor Dina Rednetti tried sounding the alarm before a jury trial was set for October.
2016, 49% of child homicides had an active CPS case. So to say that, there's some vetting process, the state's still concerned about this child. These were horrific allegations.
According to court documents, the parents weren't the only ones who knew about the enclosure. A special needs teacher visited the home well before police did. She says she told her principal, Stephanie Wong at Red Rock Elementary, it looked like a cage for a dangerous animal. Neither of them contacted police or Child Protective Services. By law, they're mandated to do so, but they won't be charged. The 1-year statute of limitations has passed. Records show both are still employed at CCSD. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.